we are back with Glenn Velvet Reviews today, and this is just an update of what's going on. As you saw, I'm going through a little bit of a project, a construction kind of project or whatever, with the fish tank. I'm trying to, put it in the wall, especially in the laundry room where everybody is, eventually doing laundry, right? So they can at least enjoy the fish. Yes, it needs to be cleaned. The reason why, obviously, I got to do a lot of stuff, but I still got to move the tank. And if you have a fish tank, especially salt water, because it's heavier than fresh water because of the salt and everything else in there, it's really heavy. So in order for me to move this, I have to take out like 80% of the water, 85% of the water. As you saw, I think I did a video on me moving this, and wow, you have to take out a lot of water because this thing is still 200 pounds with a tiny bit of water in it. So, but that's the reason why it does look dirty. So I gotta do it when next time I do my water change. I think in like a week or two, I'm gonna empty it. I only do it when I do water changes, so I'm not wasting so much water. I mean, I don't know how you pay for things, but I just don't. I'm not gonna be wasteful. It doesn't really make sense to waste all that. And you saw the price of salt for salt water skyrocketed. That went up a lot. At least the brand that I get, and I mean, it went up like, 30-40%, probably 30-40% it went up. I'm thinking, right? The salt that I usually get for the tank went up like 30 or 40% now, so I don't want to like waste water and stuff, waste salt doing unnecessary water changes. So next time I do the water change in a week or two, I'm going to be able to move this a little bit closer because I have a gap right here that I do not like, so this has to just move closer. I already started gluing stuff, as you could see. I'm going to use white silicone. I recommend that for you if you're planning to glue stuff, or clear. I mean, but white is cool if you have the time, because after you silicone it, most likely you're going to seal it, at least me, because I don't want water going on here and dripping anywhere, so I like to seal everything I do, because we do a lot of everything, plumbing. I just have a lot of stuff to do with water all the time. I'm always dealing with water, electricity, and stuff. So no matter what, I like to do stuff a little bit overboard. So mine's going to be all sealed up. But that's what's going on. This is all leftover stuff that I had from my rentals. So this is just leftover, stuff that I have from there. And then I have a problem. I don't throw anything out. I stuff it inside a shed. I have a bunch of sheds filled up with stuff. I recommend it, for anyone that can do that, have a shed, because there's times, everything's going up in price, as you saw. You go to Home Depot, you go to Lowe's, you go to Walmart. It doesn't matter where you go. You go anywhere and the prices are up like crazy. So it stinks to throw something out and then 6 months later you need it again and you have to buy a whole nother thing. And you think about it, in 6 months, prices I don't think they're going to go up so much anymore, but in the last like year or two, prices have went up a lot. On all this stuff. So if you can keep it, hold it for at least a year and then throw it out, at least have a plan in mind if you have the space, or throw out stuff that's more expensive, that won't go up. You know what I mean? Don't just willy-nilly throw stuff out. If you don't have a business and you're writing it off, especially don't do that. I already put this in. I put in the top. I glued it. I put in 2 nails on both sides. Yes, the nails are poops. I wouldn't have done the nails. They're whitehead nails, at least, that I did put them in, and I just stuck some silicone over the holes to kind of, blend them in. They're not going to look that bad. But I wouldn't have done them at all if I didn't have to. But my wall is not completely straight. So if your wall is not completely straight, you're going to have a lot of pressure on this wood. So yeah, it might hold today or tomorrow, but as soon as you have temperature changes and stuff like that, not only with the silicone, with the wood itself and everything, this is going to expand and pop right off. And I don't really want to have to fix it and come back to it. As you see my videos, I'm always working on a next project or trying to update stuff. That's just what I do. So I don't want to come back to stuff. I try to overdo it so we don't have to worry. But I'm going to stick more over here. I already put this one on. I got to wait because the sink has to be installed. I already did an installation on this sink, as you saw in the other videos. But I got to also, I'm going to put this sink into the wall, which I recommend you doing if you have a mops, any kind of utility sink or laundry sink. you could fill this thing up with like what, 30-40 gallons of water. So, and that's really heavy, you know what I mean? You could put 200 pounds, 250 in there easy. So I would recommend securing these to the wall. I just don't have mine yet because I'm doing this. So, I mean, that's it. I just wanted to show you an update on what's going on. Like I said, I glued this, I put the tape, I just did that today. I'm gonna pop these. That, like I said, everything I had was left over. I haven't been to the store yet to pay for anything, and that's what I recommend everybody doing. If you are having a project, you know, you don't need everything brand new and modern, and you know what I mean? You don't need to just throw stuff out. You know, we're not, it seems like we're in that era, at least when I go on eBay or Craigslist. Even Facebook, it's, you know, stuff for sale is just, it's crazy, you know what I mean? You know, but you can even see, you know, everybody throws stuff out. eBay is not doing as good as they used to. Craigslist is crap. Facebook has stuff on it, but, you know, I notice people ask, like, you know, almost what they paid, and if they don't get it, they throw it in the garbage. It's like, it's hard to find, you know, what someone else's trash could be someone else's treasure. That is like, whoa, a thing of the past, at least in my area. But I try to, you know, save everything, be cost effective, cost conscious, because, you know, what are we, you know, look how we're living, you know, today in this area, what's going on. But yeah, I'm going to put this on. I still got to fix this panel. We're going to come back, but this is just an update I'm going over. You know, we already popped this in. I still got to secure this. I put brackets under here. I just used some L brackets. I'll show you guys. It doesn't look that nice, but you're not going to see under there, so I don't really care, you know, what's going on. So as you can see, I put the bracket there. I had to use a 2x4 to pull it out this way because that's a big counter. And then on this side, I just put a 2x4, and then I put another 2x4 because that's concrete block behind there. So I had to put, you know, anchors, concrete block. Obviously, if you ever do that stuff, you know what's up. So I put that on there, and that's it. And then I'm going to secure that. That's going to be good to go. That's pretty much it. I got to come back and do some electrical. You're going to see we're going to do reviews, obviously, consistently as I order stuff and I get stuff in. It's just busy. Everyone should know it's a lot. It's very time consuming, you know, editing and making videos. It's not what you think it is. Just like, you know, it takes like a lot of time when you're doing it seriously. All right, but that's it for Glenn Velvet Reviews on an update on the fish tank of what's going on or whatever. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. I would love to know. Also, subscribe to my channel. Join me on my review adventures as I try to put up stuff to help out the community, just like I get help from the community, all right? If you can, support the channel, click the links below, or you can support the channel in other ways. Very appreciative of that. And also, if you do support the channel, please make sure you check back and make sure I am putting the support back into the channel. Everyone is growing together, you know, me and you as a community, right? That's the whole plan. Otherwise, you're just an idiot. But yeah, that's it. All right. So everyone be safe. I'm out. Bye-bye.